We're live.
Oh,
Hi, how are you, Jenny?
I'm good. How are you, Mommy?
I'm good. Not relaxing in the sun.
What did you do?
Oh, we've been doing construction for about the last week, and we're having a bunch of fun, but my manicure is paying the price for it.
I have no excuse.
Well, that's because you're always typing on the keyboard.
Yes.
Yeah. So while we are waiting for our audience to join us, our ones
Oh,
and ones of people,
it's so funny. I would love, first off, we should put like 7 million. What's our ranking on Rumble?
700 million on Rumble.
We should definitely have that on our logo. Rank
Okay.
700 and something million on. And then I want to spend a show going and looking to see who the people are below us.
People, I don't think there are many below us. I want to know who's beating us. Hi, Lucille. How are you? Thank
Oh,
you
my
for
cool buddy.
taking time out of this summer evening to join us. Good to
Yes.
see you. Well, I don't know. I'd like to just see what content is ahead of us, and maybe we could jazz ourselves up. But anyway, you know what time it is right now, Jen? Time for the right stuff.
Wow. I really cut my hair from when we started.
Yeah, mine got long. So here I'm going to show everybody what we've been doing. We've been doing some construction around the condo. Here's the DIY project. That's a hollow core door on the, I guess, right-hand side if you're looking at the screen. And we're making them into farmhouse doors by adding panels to them. Lots of cutting wood, lots of sanding, no manicures. And the color is a deep dark blue. So we painted the whole condo gray with dark blue trim. And we have 6 doors with 3 down, 3 more to go.
We just lost 5 viewers. What the hell happened? You're not putting doors up there anymore.
So much for DIY. I guess those are the wrong doors. Lucille likes my doors. Thanks, Lucille. So Jenny, holy moly, has it been a week? We have a mixed bag of chips for you to react to.
I love not knowing what the hell's going on.
Well, I'm going to start by talking a little bit about our economy. So it's in the toilet, right?
Oh, yes.
And what do you think that the wealthy elite are doing?
Well, I'm sitting here on a podcast with you.
Well, that would be good. If you're a wealthy elite, then I need you to take care of your old mom. So in times of crisis, what do the elite do? They buy stuff up. And guess what?
What?
Bill Gates and a bunch of the 1%ers are buying up land.
Where?
Not houses on the beach or anything. They're buying up farmland and ranches. And it gets you wondering why they are buying up this land, because they already have control of the economy. And now they're buying up land that is our food sources. And I'm going to show you a clip about it, and a clip of Bill Gates talking a little bit about what he thinks about Medicare. So everybody hold on to your seat.
I'm holding on.
Bill Gates owns more land than all of the entire city of New York. Jeff Bezos' land is double the amount, clocking in at 420,000 acres. John Malone, the largest private landowner in America, owns 2.2 million acres all by himself, a landmass slightly smaller than the island of Puerto Rico. America is enormous, yet 100 of the richest and largest private landowners in America own 1.86% of all the land available in the United States, the majority of their land being forests, ranches, and farmland.
If somebody is desiring land, it is primarily people of wealth who can afford it.
However, not everyone is benefiting from the rise in farmland prices.
It's going to continue to be harder for farmers, for beginning farmers like myself, if prices continue to go up.
The proportion of GDP that goes to healthcare, is that overallocated?
Well, the U.S. spends 17% of GDP on healthcare, and you drop down to number 2, which is Switzerland at 12%. And so you say, well, hey, what do we get for that? Well, we get nothing. As the medical cost goes up, and that shows up both in state budgets as so-called state Medicaid spending, and it shows up in the federal budget as Medicare, and they're part of Medicaid. It squeezes out everything else. So right now what you see is it's squeezing higher education. You're raising tuitions at the University of California as rapidly as they can, and so the access that used to be available to the middle class or whatever is just rapidly going away. That's a trade-off society is making because of very, very high medical costs and a lack of willingness to say, is spending $1 million on that last 3 months of life for that patient, would it be better not to lay off those 10 teachers and to make that trade-off in medical costs? But that's called the death panel, and you're not supposed to have that discussion.
They bought all that land so this doesn't happen. They don't like I do here at Irving and everyone's window. Let Ethel die. This.
Oh my God. So he's buying up all our land that produces food, and he thinks that we should get rid of old people basically and not pay money for their medical bills. Hi, Tammy. It's good to see you. And Tammy says owning land is guaranteed wealth. We all need to buy as much as we can instead of stocks.
And also for the other Leticia that was just on, there's vertical farming now, which is the new thing, just in case anybody wants to hear about that. Vertical farming, much cheaper. You can grow as much and you just go up. So, I mean, they're doing that in the NYCHA buildings. They're putting pot on the roofs.
Is that considered, when you're farming pot, is it considered vertical farming? I guess it is.
As long as you're going up. Yes.
As long as you're so you're going high to
you're
get
getting high going up.
Well, it scares the hell out of me that a guy that wants to stop paying medical bills for old people in their end stages of life is going to be controlling, or does control, a lot of the America's farmland, and they're having these bidding wars, and it's taking it out of the hands of people like Leticia Marshall, who's a new farmer and who can't afford to compete, so she can't expand her farm. But my main concern is the food sources being in the hands of these elitists that have changed our country as they have. Sharon Christian, hi, Sharon, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday and being part of our tens and tens of viewers, keeping our rankings. 10. Well, we had tens of tens.
Now we have 11. There you go.
There's 11. There's 16. There's 20. Well, not yet 20. When we break 20, we'll have a bell for 20. But anyway, the big question is, what are these guys planning to do? Are they, especially with the war in Ukraine, locking down grain and driving costs up, having the elites with the land? That's a real
we all know how your garden looks, and you have a lot of land.
That's right. I should have put up a picture of the garden instead of my doors. That's pathetic. My grandson's in charge of watering while we're down south, and it's not going very well. So
I'm his dictator, and it's not working out. So.
But if it was pot, he'd water it. Well, high food prices are creating some interesting situation. Watch these three women react to the fact that they were being charged $1.75 for extra dipping sauce at Bell Fries. Did you see this one, Jen?
What do you think?
Okay, well, here we go.
Wild scene inside Bell Fries on Ludlow Street early Sunday morning over the cost of dipping sauce. The situation quickly got out of control that the store alarm went off. Authorities say these three women seen in this video, Perla Ozaria, Chatara Plasencia, and Tatiana Johnson, walked into the fast food joint at around 4 a.m. They placed their order, and according to the employees who were working at the time, the women wanted more sauce. The employees told them they would be charged $1.75, and that's when they say the women lost it. The video shows the women wrecking the place, jumping over the counter, tossing appliances, bottles of sauce, throwing everything and anything within reach at the workers. The now viral video shows the women laughing, even twerking on top of the counter as they assaulted the victims, and while other customers recorded the chaos.
She just got hit in the head with the divider. Listen, first off, I am guilty, not of doing that, but when I go, the rare occasions that I go to McDonald's, they give you one sauce, one little sauce. That's it. That's all you get. And I understand it. When you eat 3 nuggets and your sauce is gone.
So sauce rage is a thing.
It's a thing. I've gotten pissed off. Yeah. I'm too lazy to get in my car and do that, but one sauce for 10 nuggets.
Hashtag sauce rage.
It's this big. I understand her. Perla, whatever her name, I get it.
So you identify with these women.
I identify as a yes.
Well, you know, the thing that was made me go, huh? Was they were throwing the sauce at the workers. Why didn't they just take the sauce and go?
Adrenaline. You're not hungry anymore. It's over.
Because the last. All right. So from now on, to all manufacturers that might be out there watching our show, make sure that your sauce
bigger
to thing ratio to meat or
one
whatever.
sauce like 4 nuggets.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
We have to figure out the sauce to meat ratio. No more. People are not going to take it anymore.
Sauce is too damn high. And apparently so were they.
Yeah, and so were they. They must have been vertical farmers. Well, the food costs turned deadly at Blue Moon Deli. I know you saw this. When a woman who didn't have enough money for a bag of chips had an argument with the deli bodega owner or worker, sent her ex-con boyfriend in to hassle the guy into giving her the chips, and the bodega worker actually stabbed the guy, killed him, but the bodega worker was also stabbed by the girl, and guess who was charged with murder? Watch this.
It's of a convicted felon. You see him there, Austin Simon, walking into a New York bodega, hops the counter, and you can see him attacking the clerk right there. The clerk defends himself right there and kills the con. The con's girlfriend then stabbed the clerk. Jose Alba was stabbed, and prosecutors refused to file charges against the girlfriend. That makes the story a little bit more interesting, but probably still not a story for us. It's a local crime story in New York. It is our lead story tonight because prosecutors, who can't seem to charge anybody in New York, charged the attacked and stabbed bodega worker. So Jose Alba, the old man with a white beard, has been charged with murder. They wanted $500,000 bail. He faced life in prison for defending himself. Yeah, it's true. All of it. Remember, it's an upside-down world courtesy of Alvin Bragg.
I have a joke, and I want to say it, but...
Uh-oh.
What do you call another man's chips? Nacho chips!
Oh, no. Well,
Come on. It
bump.
wasn't I did not write that joke.
I'm sure you didn't. Listen. Nobody should die over a bag of
No.
chips. But what are we coming to? He would clearly. This guy came in there to hassle him, and he assaulted him, and you're not supposed to defend yourself. And
But do you know the story behind why the fight started?
No, tell me.
Used a credit card to buy a bag of chips.
It was her EBT card. It was food stamps. She didn't have any money on her EBT card to buy the chips. Anthony says Alvin Bragg should be cleaning bathrooms at Walmart.
Not even that.
Yeah, not even that. I think that's too good for him. It could have all been solved, right? I mean, if she sent her boyfriend in there to be killed.
Convicted felon boyfriend. He was out on parole, right?
Yeah. That he was out on parole, and she went out and she sent him in to bust up the guy, and he did it over a bag of chips. And you say to yourself, should he have been killed over a bag of chips? No, but the deli worker shouldn't have been accosted over a bag of chips.
Well, what kind of chips were they?
Jen.
What?
No chips. No chips are worth
not even Cool Ranch Doritos.
Not even Cool Ranch Doritos. That's so sad about that old guy going to jail for defending.
He's not going to jail.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, well, look at what's going on. She stabbed him, and she's not being charged. So Bragg said her stabbing the old guy, whose name is Jose Alba, is self-defense. So what the hell? I mean, next they're gonna ban chips now, because now they're deadly. I mean, organic chips. Yeah, I don't think anybody was willing to go to the mattresses for organic chips, Sharon. Sorry. Cool Ranch Doritos, maybe. Well, it's crazy in this upside down world. And I picked that clip from Lillard specifically because he said it. The world is upside down because of district attorneys like Alvin Bragg. I mean, this guy was out. He already committed crimes. He, was assaulting this guy.
Right there. Wow. That should be cut. That's the strike. He's out on bail. He's on parole.
He's on parole.
Not even on bail. He went to jail. He went to jail
and came home. And so this is what it's come to. So now, if you follow Bragg's premise and what his thought process is, if somebody breaks into your house and starts to assault you and you kill that person, you're the one going to jail. You're the one getting the $500,000.
Look at the guy with the duck sauce.
That's right. Absolutely.
A lot of sauces, a lot of chips.
Chips and sauces. We're in.
What is this world coming to?
Food is really getting a lot of people.
Gates' fault for owning so much land.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Sharon, the criminals are controlling New York City now, and that's where the world turns upside down. And it's nuts to think that if you would have told this story as a supposed, in a law class anywhere, they would say self-defense. But not New York.
It will be. I mean, it's going to go to trial. There's going to be a jury.
You think there's going to be a jury who's going to acquit him?
Of course.
Okay. And she doesn't even stand trial for stabbing him and starting the brouhaha. So how do you like that? So food is getting everybody into trouble, including guess who, Jen? First Lady Jill Biden got into trouble over food. Well, more specifically, tacos. I know you didn't see this because it just happened. No, watch her. She was giving a speech to the progressive Latino nonprofit group Unidos US in San Antonio, Texas. And listen to what she said about the women.
The diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength.
I don't know what's more offensive, the Bogotas or the breakfast burritos. I put the Bogotas way before that.
Who the hell is a Bogota?
Which just clearly says that they literally are marionettes. They're right there. Everything.
But who wrote that line? You're as diverse as the breakfast tacos.
Breakfast burritos.
Is that what she said? Burrito?
Maybe just because I know what they are. That's from Taco Bell, from the microwave. It's not from our Mexican community, Ms. Biden.
That's the president. That's the president that more people have voted for than any other president ever in the history. And that's his wife. And oh no, they are not racist. They don't stereotype. They love everybody. It's no wonder that they're losing the Hispanic vote. The Bogotas. The Bogotas in the Bronx.
That sell chips and breakfast burritos. Best in the land.
Did she say burritos?
Maybe.
Now I gotta go back. I thought she said breakfast tacos, which I thought was interesting in and of it. So who the hell serves breakfast tacos? Oh my God. These are the leaders of our country. I mean, you know, she leads him around by the hand and maybe even the nose.
He needs like a baby leash.
Yeah. She is clueless first lady. Clearly she's clueless. I mean, but somebody wrote that. Sharon, somebody wrote those words down. It was a taco.
Then that makes it even funnier. I must have just heard burrito. First of all, I'm hungry. And I've never heard of a breakfast taco at a Bogota. Stop it, Jill. Alto.
Oh my God. I can't. What's in a breakfast taco? I don't get it. I mean, but why would you Bogotas and flowers and tacos. I mean, the group is that diverse. I mean, she must have been hungry. So whoever was writing that speech must have been hungry. That's all I have to say. Oh my gosh. Well, all right. So with that speech is a great lead-in. Oh, hold on. Let me take that down. Oops. That speech is a great lead into our next clip, because in the same week, there were two stories about our military, and I decided to put them back to back so that we could all see how the lunacy is working. Watch this.
Every branch of the military is struggling to meet its recruiting goals this fiscal year. That from multiple military and defense officials and numbers obtained by NBC News. Last month, the Army Chief of Staff, General James McConville, testified before Congress. He said only 23% of Americans aged 17 to 24 are qualified to serve with a waiver to join. That's down from 29% in recent years.
Tens of thousands of U.S. service members, they have until this Thursday to get the COVID vaccine, or they could be forced out. Joe Khalil, how many soldiers could be dismissed?
It is a huge percentage, Adrian. Again, we're talking about Thursday, that deadline fast approaching, the last day for Army National Guard soldiers and Army reservists to get their vaccinations or be forced out of service.
You know how I feel about this. It's just ridiculous.
So the stations are running these stories back to back. They came out in the same week. So we don't have enough recruits. We're down everywhere.
We're down with NYPD too.
But we're going to get rid of you if you don't have a vaccine. I'm sorry. You're going to worry about whether the guy that's going to shoot the enemy is going to be able to
not even in our country.
Right.
So you might give him COVID and he dies, or you might shoot him and he dies. But yet today on the news there's a new strand, and there's it's the worst one ever, and they said that the vaccine doesn't even protect against it.
Well, the vaccine doesn't protect against regular COVID. But I mean, think about this. These are news articles that are going out, and if I can see them, and if you can see, well, you can't see anything because you're never watching TV. But if we're seeing them, that means people from other countries are seeing them. So what do you think Putin and Xi are saying? We go, oh, listen, they're kicking out their military because they don't have COVID vaccines. So what are people going to do? Beg to go and fight a war for this country? I mean, that's insanity. You know, it's just, I can't. It's, what are we doing? We want to promote a robust military. We want a highly trained, invigorated military, and we're kicking you out because you don't have a vaccine. So
we're kicking our own military out in New York for it.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yes, they are, Sharon. They're pushing the vaccine nonsense, but you know, this is now detrimental. You know, if we don't have a military, we cannot defend ourselves from invaders.
Do you not see who our leader is? Do you think it really matters? When the leader is shit his pants and pissing himself, vaccine doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Well, but it does. You know, so let's think about it. So we have the elites buying up farmland and ranches. We have Biden begging the Saudis for oil, which we're not getting. And oh, by the way, in a little while, I'll show you why. We are reducing our military, not by, through this vaccine nonsense. We are undoing America. That's what we're doing. They should all quit the military. Yeah, you know, and in the meanwhile, we have the January 6th hearings going on in prime time all day long, you know, trying to blame everything on Trump. Really? I mean, really? This is, you know, the insanity.
I said this country has become, remember, well, you do, but Occupy Wall Street. How many tens of thousands of kids sat there crying? They can't get jobs, but they all have blue hair and gauges in their ears and piercings through their foreheads and eyebrows and can't get a job. They all cried, and that's what America has become. Yeah. That's it. We've become a tremendous Occupy Wall Street. It's Occupy America. Everyone wants to cry. They want to blame everybody, and we're just crumbling. And now, you know, Biden say, "Oh, there's the more." What did he say today or yesterday? I do watch the news at 11 o'clock p.m. I do. It's local. I refuse to watch global, but I do it. They were saying how Biden was bragging how there's more jobs now than ever because no one's taking them. They're not new jobs. They're the same jobs that were there before. They are the same jobs. They're just multiplying because everyone's sitting at home still because they made so much money off of the no rent and the free unemployment. So all these people, they don't care anymore, and they're still sitting there not paying their rent because it's taking so long to evict because we're so backed up for 2 years in the courts.
That's right.
So they got another 2 or 3 years. That's where the jobs came from. Yeah. Oh, look, it's Jody. Hello, Jody.
Yeah, it's all about control. Jody says, "Yep, that is such bullshit. What jobs are available? You let me know." Oh, Jody,
I'll let you know. Come to Irby. The garage guy. They're only open 2 days a week now.
Well, you know, everybody, this is the thing, right? Everybody went to college, so everybody wants a white collar job. So there are not enough white collar jobs out there because, you know, some people have to actually work with their hands. And so everybody's looking for the same jobs. So that's, what I guess Jody is saying. But there are not enough office jobs anymore, especially because after COVID, all the businesses found out that you could work remotely. I'm doing retail and I'm miserable and I'm working with 20-year-olds and I want to kill myself. Oh, yeah, well, 20-year-olds, that's, yeah. that's tough. Okay, we have to find Jody a job. Anybody out there? She's beautiful. She's funny. She's smart as hell. If you have a job, you need a receptionist, you need a secretary, you need an administrator, you need somebody, to make you laugh all day. Jody's your girl. Jody will get you a job. Definitely. Listen, honestly, I if I was in the market now, I'd be a plumber. Because I would. I'd work in construction.
That's bullshit. No, I'm kidding.
I'm telling you, 100%. Your father and I have been working on this condo because we couldn't get a general contractor. Now, your father is, for those who don't know, he's 68 years old. I'm 59 years old. We were breaking up tile. We've been taking off doors. Well, the plumber came yesterday and said that they don't have enough people to do the work.
Exactly. Thank you, Biden. You're like, what jobs? What jobs are there?
Yeah. Well, he said that they're not getting young people into these jobs. They don't want to do these jobs. They're not coming out of school saying, I want to learn a trade. They're coming out of school saying, I want to be an influencer.
I want to be a millionaire.
I want to be a gamer. I want to
$1 million next year.
Yes, exactly. I want to sit behind a desk. I want to make $1 million. I really don't want to go to work. Yes, exactly. That's what it's come down to. So to me, these plumbers, they oh, maybe Jody.
Yes, food. McDonald's, for a management position, you need a master's degree now.
So that if you run out of sauce, those girls,
they can beat you up. But maybe someone with a master's degree that knows math could be like, we need a little more.
We need more sauce. There's not enough.
We need more sauce.
The young people don't know shit about shit. That's the truth, Lucille. And I know that when we were young, that our parents thought that we didn't know crap either. But I mean, at least we matured in our 20s. I mean, these kids are in their 30s and they're still sitting on the couch. Okay, so Christine is no, Sharon is telling Jody to hang in there. She'll find something soon. And Jody is thanking Sharon, and
we're just thanking each other and nobody's even paying attention.
It's very nice that our tens and tens of viewers can all get together.
We have 17 viewers.
Oh, there's 17. Well, if we get to 20, 18. We get a thing.
It's I'm just going to take my top off. Hold on.
Okay, Anthony's eyes open. Okay, wow.
Oh, Tony Herbert.
Tony Herbert.
Heard that.
Y'all crazy. Well, there's my baby brother. Tony, where's the jobs, Tony? Tony knows. Tony is in the entertainment industry, nightlife industry, and he knows how hard it is to get help so that the restaurants and the clubs can be open, and even the entertainers, if they're out of state, you can entertain, but if you're in state, in New York at least, and you didn't get your COVID shot, you can't entertain. So maybe that's the reason we have so much trouble going on. But so our military is we can't get recruits, but for those that are in the Navy right now, the Navy had a special film on gender equity. Watch.
Hi, my name is Johnny and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, and I'm Kanchi and I use she, her pronouns.
And we're here to talk about pronouns.
What is a pronoun? A pronoun is how we identify ourselves apart from our name, and it's also how people refer to us in conversations.
Using the right pronouns is a really simple way to affirm someone's identity. It is a signal of acceptance and respect.
if it's a signal of acceptance and respect, how do we go about creating a safe space for everybody?
That's a good question. A really good way to do that is to use inclusive language. Instead of saying something like, hey guys, you can say, hey everyone, or hey team. I think it's important to keep it short and simple. What I would have said to help them understand better is to talk about mispronouncing names. For example, my name is Johnny, spelled Jony. And it's normal for someone to pronounce my name like Joni. But if I were to tell you over and over again, my name is Johnny, and you insist on mispronouncing my name, I would feel disrespected by you. Some names are very difficult to pronounce, but do you know what is very easy to pronounce? She, he, they.
That's very easy. Out of here. His name is pronounced Joni. And that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Oh, Chris says, I guess my pronoun is jackass. I don't know, Chris.
Nobody even knows how to speak here as it is. And now we have to learn again.
But you're in a submarine. You're in the freaking Navy on a boat. Are you kidding? Before you shoot the enemy, you're going to say, hi, I'm going to blow your head off. But could you tell me what your pronouns are? I don't want to offend you.
The person asking should just get shot. Just
to keep everybody in a safe space. What does that mean?
How do people get offended by this bullshit? What if people have called me way worse than not my pronoun? Way worse.
Hi, Antonio. Ciao. So, I mean, you're talking, this is the Navy. You have to have a COVID shot and understand people's pronouns before you blow them up.
You know what's next? We're going to have the name tags. Hi, my name is Joni, and I am a he, she, or whatever the...
Lucille, spell your name correctly. Oh, Lucille, I love you. That absolutely. What is with these names? And listen, I have the freakiest name there is. I was the first one that I knew.
No one's ever called you correct by your correct name.
Nobody ever called. And half the time, if I put my hair back and I dress because now I'm old and square, people think I'm a man. You know, I mean, really, it's not disrespecting you intentionally. If you don't know, you don't know. I mean, for real, but
like when you ask someone how many months they are and they're really not pregnant, that might hurt someone's feelings. But mispronouncing a name is going to make you go cry in fetal position while you listen to Morrissey. Get the hell out of here. Stop it. Like, enough.
Make you feel unsafe. That's the safe space. What the hell does that mean? A safe space.
COVID did a number on everyone that they had too much time on their hands. Now people are turning into girls when they're boys and boys are girls.
Listen, I have absolutely respect for anybody.
I'm joking about that.
No, of course.
But what I'm saying is the name. Come on.
My name is Johnny, Jony.
One of my best friend's name is Deanna because that's what it is. It's Deanna. Not Dina, but that's her name.
Right, Deanna. Yeah.
But that's her name. It's Dina. It's Dina, but it's not. In my brain, it is not. And I'm not going to conform to that bullshit.
Oh wow, that was the Navy trying to take part in Pride Week. I guess they thought that maybe they could recruit more people. I mean, I don't know.
Not with that sweater he was wearing. Rainbow bright. No one's taking us seriously with that shirt. With everything.
Oh my God.
I'm never running for office, by the way, because of this podcast.
Listen, nobody, I'm not even gonna go there. I mean, Jill got tormented over her taco as she should have been. But she managed to be the first lady of the United States, and Joe Biden said much worse, but he's the president, so maybe there's hope for you, Jennifer. Don't you worry. Maybe the sane people will come out in November. One can only hope. Fingers crossed. So America is so upside down that it's not unusual, right, for somebody to take a drink, cigarette, hang out in the tub, take a long soak, relax, right? So Hunter Biden, that's what he does. And fortunately for us, he videotaped himself doing it. So his parts were not covered in the original tape, but thankfully, thanks to the Sun, they edited that out for us. But let's watch Hunter Biden relax and escape the insanity.
If you have a
Why did you show that? That's scary.
I just wanted everybody to see. He's just like us. He takes a little bath.
That was crack, by the way, Leticia. That was not a cigarette.
Sharon says people acting crazy since COVID. I think you're right. Ain't that special? Did he fart in the tub?
Did he send that to the Sun while he was messed up? Like, how did they even get that?
Well, it was from the laptop. It came from the laptop. Biden's son taking drugs live. Oh my God. Oh, well, it gets much, much better than that. That was just your appetizer. That's what he does to relax. But imagine Joe Biden in the 1980s if he only knew then what was going to happen in years to come. Watch this one. This is going to floor you.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years.
So I just weighed the bag. It's 2.06.
2.07 without the bag.
So how long is
2.0?
Hire him to put sauce in the container. He knows numbers. He knows ratios. Sauce to container.
Oh my God. In case he ever doesn't get any money from the Ukraine, we can make it to the sauce to container ratio. Oh yes, he is a crackhead. But can you?
Did anyone ever see how many times his daughter got arrested? Assaulting cops, pot. Meanwhile, Trump's daughter lost her business because they decided to ban it from everywhere because they don't like her daddy.
And the press, and you know, you hear him on that video. He sounds just like his father. And I know you didn't, or maybe you did. Last week, there was a voicemail that came out of Joe Biden calling Hunter, telling him that an article in the Times about his involvement in Ukraine, that he thinks he's clear, and he, you know, inferring that he's clear of charges or, you know, any wrongdoing. But this is our first family, and we had a problem with the Trumps. But this is what we have. When we have more children dying of fentanyl overdoses and heroin overdoses than ever before, we've got Hunter Biden, the guy that made millions of dollars, not because he was the son of the vice president, but because he was such a genius, playing with crack. And knowing his ratios. Jennifer, you're very good.
Not 2.1, it's 2.7.
Well,
crack pipes, you need
anyone else getting that Henry Hill vibe from Hunter? Oh, absolutely. 100%. It reminds me of Goodfellas all over again. It's just creepy. I mean, the whole thing is creepy. Anyway, so you know, Joe Biden in the 80s making that law, you know, his son was, in the meanwhile, one of the biggest crackheads that there was going on. But that's not where his trouble ends. It's not just with, you know, the military's numbers being down. It's not just with, you know, food prices being up and the elite buying up all the food and China and Russia. He's got problems with the Saudis. He went and he asked them for oil, and they went, we can't make any more oil. We're at capacity. Well, guess what? Here's a little skit that the Saudis released about Joe Biden.
It's stupid. We're grumbling and they're just making more fun.
Oh my God. You know, they said that Trump was going to, you know, what made us the laughing stock. I don't think so. Antonio is laughing till he's crying, and Lucille says that's hysterical. Yeah, you know, normally I would jump in and say, you know, listen, we can make fun of him. He's our president, but you guys can't make fun of him. But, you know, Jen, I decided to put together a compilation of clips, just Joe Biden walking, right? And after I finished it, I don't think the Saudis are wrong. We're going to end the show with this.
you making fun of the mentally disabled is shame on you, Leticia. Secondly, how the F was Jill Biden supposed to smell that flower when she had a fucking mask on?
It was dead.
And it was a dandelion.
It was
Not a dandelion. What are those blowy things called?
It's a dead dandelion.
I want to know what he has in that bag. Besides adult diapers. I'm dying to look at it.
That's a great contest. We need all the tens and tens of you to write in. What do you think Joe Biden has?
Werther's Originals and diapers.
Did you see him leading the blind guy? And then they take the blind guy away.
We're all dead, just so everyone knows. We're dead.
If you want to know why this country is in the shape that it's in, I think that video, that compilation says it all. This is our commander-in-chief. This is the guy that everybody needs to be afraid of. Sniffing women's hair. How about
women, kids?
Kids. How about when he was hugging Hillary Clinton? I thought he was trying to unlock.
That just goes to show how mentally disabled he is. Because who the hell would want to touch her for that long? What kind of pills are you on down there, Leticia? What are they giving you?
I can't wait for you to see that because I knew the one thing I knew you were going to ask was, what the hell did he have in that bag? The hug, Lucille, didn't he look like he was trying to unhook her bra? I'm like, what are you?
He doesn't wear a bra. What pronoun is he?
Oh my God. Oh, Tammy thought it was funny too. And I love it. And she's tapping on him.
Don't cry, Teme, because we only have 11 viewers. If you die from laughter, we're only going to have 10 viewers, not tens of tens.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a hell of a week. And this is our country. This is our president. And here we go. The food is at the root of all of our problems right now. And clearly, I don't know what Joe is eating. It must be some sort of mushrooms, something. I mean, I wish they would give him like vitamins, something, anything. Is it just me? But he looks so feeble.
I said he looks like that old grandfather that has the Werther's Originals in his pocket. And he's like, you want one? Like, you can't hate him, but you can hate him.
Yeah, well, I listen. I don't hate him because I know damn well that he doesn't know what the hell is going on. You know, I hate the devious, deceptive Democrat. I don't want to say the whole party, but the scheme that caused him to be our president. He's on Hunter's special.
Hunter is even more alert on crack. He's able to video. Can you imagine if our president tried to videotape himself? What would happen? I would love to.
Could you imagine him with a selfie stick? It'd be flat on his face.
How do I turn this on? What is this?
Oh my God. You know, years ago, there was a show called Laughing. Was it Laughing or was it? It was either Laughing or Carol Burnett. And Artie Johnson played a guy, an old man who used to ride a tricycle, and
was Monty Python?
No, it wasn't. It was either Laughing or Carol Burnett, and I think it was Laughing. Artie Johnson used to ride a bicycle and he'd fall over, and I swear.
Well, the president just did that.
Yeah, it's the truth. I mean, between passing gas and pooping his pants, and I mean, you don't see video like that of the Queen of England, and she's like 15 years older than him. It's amazing to me that there are people out there that will still to this day say that he is a more worthy president.
I think there are less people out there than our viewership, so calm down.
Oh no. Listen, 80 million people supposedly voted for this man. I don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show this week. We're not going over. We're going to say our good nights because Jennifer has to go. I want to thank everybody for coming. Sharon says, impeach Sleepy Joe. As soon as November comes, if everybody votes this Congress out, I recognize
We're just going to flip it.
Well, I got to say that to me, it's hysterical that they think that there was an insurrection on January 6th when there's treason going on with this country being torn apart the way it is by this administration. So at any rate, thank you for sharing your Tuesday night with us. We are going to have some more videos for you. Hopefully we'll make you laugh. Good night. And if anybody has a job for Jody, make sure you put it in the comment section. All right, my daughter. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.